Okay, so this is our last example that we're going to do. Then I'm going to give you one to try and check, and then you'll be ready to do your assignment. What I did was I made sure that I write down the steps over here on the side so that as I do them, I know exactly what step I'm on, what I did. I also like to use color. You don't have to. It's just like a suggestion to help keep you organized. Our first step, remember, in this process is the setup. And remember that when we set up, we need to make sure that our my polynomial has all its terms in order from highest to lowest exponent and that there's no gaps or missing pieces. What I notice in this one is it goes from k to the third to k to nothing to k squared. And this isn't in the correct order. We have to put this in standard form. You can't just put it in like this. All right, it has to be in standard form first. So when we go to set this up, not only do we have to put this one in standard form, but we have to put this one in standard form as well, because 3 plus k is not it. Okay, this one needs to be reversed as well. So when we go to set it up, you should have a k plus 3 on the outside. That's what standard form is, highest to lowest exponent. So this has an exponent of 1. This doesn't have an exponent. And then in here, you've got to rearrange them. So this is a k to the third. Now I need my k squared term. And don't forget that that's a negative 4k squared. So I need a negative 4k squared. Then I need my k term. That's negative 30k. And then I need my constant, which is negative 18. So you got to bring the sign with it. Don't lose the signs there. And I put a little bit of space between them so that they're not crowded, they don't get all squished, and we're ready to go. Setup step is complete. Now we're on the matching step. Remember that to match, we have to take our first term on the outside, which is k, and we need to multiply it by whatever to get the first term on the inside of my line. So I'm doing k times something equals k to the third. Well, k times what gives me k to the third? K squared, right? So we're going to put that k squared up top, 2 units in. There's my match step. Match is done for my first round. Then it's time to distribute. So I'm going to take my k squared and I'm going to multiply it by my outside terms. K squared times k gives me k to the third, and k squared times 3 gives me a positive 3k squared. Notice again that my exponents line up. Then, distribute step done. Now I get to change my signs. So I'm going to make this a negative, make this a negative, and my change sign step is done. That's a quick and easy one. And then the last thing we need to do is add down. So I'm going to take my plus sign and my little line. These cancel. I'm going to do negative 4 plus negative 3. That's going to give me negative 7k squared. I look to the right and I bring down that minus 30k. Add down is complete. We are going to go back and match again. So I'm back to the matching step. I've got k on the outside times something, and my new line is negative 7k squared. I need to match my k with negative 7k squared. I'm always matching my first thing on the outside with my first thing on my new line. So now I'm thinking, what times k is going to give me negative 7? Oh, negative 7. But since this is a k squared, I also need another k. So negative 7k is what I need to get negative 7k squared when I'm multiplying. So this, what I underline, is going to go up top in the second term. And my match step is complete for my second round. I got to distribute it. So I'm going to take my negative 7k. Got to be careful. Negative 7k times k is negative 7k squared. That's what I want. I want to match. And then negative 7k times 3. Negative 7 times 3 is negative 21 with the k. Distribute done. I got to change my signs quick. This becomes a positive. This becomes positive. And then I'm going to take my little plus sign and draw my little line in and add down. And when I do, the first ones cancel. And I have negative 30 plus 21. That's going to give me negative 9k. And I look to the right, and there's another term that comes down. Add down step is good. I just finished my second cycle. Going back up for my final match. For my final match, I have to match my k on my outside with the first term in my new line. And the first term in my new line is negative 9k. So what times k is going to give me negative 9k? Well, what changed from here to here? Just that negative 9. So I'm going to put that negative 9 up top over here. Last match complete. Distribute step, be careful. This is a negative 9 times a k, which is negative 9k. And negative 9 times 3 is negative 27. Distribute step complete. We're going to change signs. Bloop, bloop. Complete. Now all we have to do is add down. Draw your little plus sign, draw your little line. Negative 9k and positive 9k cancel. And negative 18 plus 27 is positive 9. Look to the right. Nothing to bring down here. So that means that we're done. And this is our remainder. I officially add down. I'm done. I'm ready to write my answer. And my final answer to number 17's question is whatever's on top, k squared minus 7k minus 9 with the remainder plus 9 over what you divided by, k plus 3. All right. Okay, so I'm going to give you one to try. You're going to do it and then check with the next screen, and then you'll be ready to do your assignment. Good luck, guys.